I'm here in the Goulburn Valley, about 2 hours out of Melbourne, on the Weeks family farm. Now this farm is gorgeous. Behind me here are sun-ripened tomatoes. This is sensational, and these ones right here are about 2 weeks from harvest. When they're harvested, it takes 24 hours for them to be canned, so you've got the freshest, sweetest tomatoes. So I thought, because I'm here, it would only be appropriate to make a beautiful dish with these tomatoes. Now you can see how cute this variety is, how small they are, and I'll tell you what, they are so sweet. So I don't need to add any sugar when I'm cooking the tomato puree that's going to go into this rice dish. This rice dish has a slight Middle Eastern flavour to it, and what I love about it is it's cooked twice. So here I've got some rice that I've cooked last night, and this works really well for this stir fry, this Middle Eastern stir-fried rice. Now to start with, you need a pan. I've been heating this up to about a medium to high heat. I'm going to add some olive oil, and we'll fry 1 onion that's been finely chopped. I'm going to add a little bit of salt with the onions now, and that always helps draw out some of the liquid in the onions and prevent them from burning too fast. Now, onions go in first, and then I always like to add the garlic afterwards, because garlic doesn't take as long to cook and it burns quite fast. So we'll add that now when the onions have just started to soften. The beautiful thing about this rice is you can add whatever you like. I'm going to add some beautiful sultanas to it, a hint of chili. You can add any spice you like at this stage. Okay, now that this is softened and I've added a little bit of that chili, I'm going to add my tomatoes. Now I'm using some diced tomatoes here, and you can see it's already starting to bubble away and reduce and start to thicken up. I'm going to add some salt. Tomatoes love salt. Their flavour really comes out when you hit it with a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add a small knob of butter here. This is a very French thing to do, but what it does is mellows down the acidity in the tomatoes, and it really does give it a wonderful flavour. Okay, a little mix, turn it down, and now the lid goes on, and this doesn't take long at all to cook. I'm going to give that about 5 to 8 minutes. Now, while the tomatoes are cooking, I'm going to take this rice to the next level by adding some zucchini. So it's not only going to be crunchy rice on the outside when we flip it over, but it's also going to have some roasted zucchini. So all I need to do is grab a knife and just thinly slice them. And then all I need to do is smear the base of a non-stick pan with lots of butter, because I do love it. And then all I'm going to do is just arrange the zucchini just around the pan, and then that's going to be ready for our rice. Let's have a look at these tomatoes. Oh, absolutely perfect. And you can actually smell that little bit of butter that we added at the end. Now it's really easy. All we need to do is add some raisins to the rice, so a good handful. And now I'm going to add our rich tomato sauce. And then you just want to fold the two together. Once that's mixed in, I'm going to pour that really gently, so you don't want to move the zucchini too much, because I've placed them perfectly on the bottom of that buttered pan. This can also be done with a little bit of leftover couscous. And then I'll just get a wider spoon, and again, pressing it down, making sure that there's no air bubbles. It's an even surface there. And now the lid goes on. That goes back onto the stove now. We're going to cook that for about 6 to 8 minutes, or until you start to smell that toasted rice and the zucchini are fried. Now, for the moment of truth, we're going to flip it. So just get a flat plate, place it on top, just like you would do for a tartare. And if it does break, it's okay. It is a broken style rice. So flip it with confidence, bang, little tap. Ta-da! So happy with that. Now, this is perfect as is. You can serve it with some lamb or any type of barbecued meat, or you could serve it as is and dress it up, which is what I'm going to do. A little bit of yogurt. I've just added a little bit of water to the yogurt just so it's easier to smear over the top. And then a sprinkling of cumin. And then just to finish it off, fresh mint, and we're just going to tear that onto the top. This, as an example, it's fast, it's easy food, it's fantastic because you can use leftover rice, so that's 2 dishes that you can do. And canned tomatoes are not just for your bolognese or your pasta sauces, they're super versatile, so you can do so much more with them, just like this dish here. Now, enough talking from me because I have a few friends that are very hungry. They're looking at me saying, I want to try it. So I'm going to portion this up. I'm going to see what they think about this delicious Middle Eastern style rice. All right, girls, I have something for you. Tell me what you think. Go on, dig in. Whoa, that's a big piece of zucchini. 10 out of 10? Oh, thank God. Good, I'm happy. All right, I'll cook for you again then. Here you go, you can have the rest.